Good morning, everyone. My name is Tato, and I will be your host this morning. I also have my co-host. Her name is Pearl, and she is available to take any questions that you might have throughout the next 30 minutes in this webinar. May you please kindly just give me 2 more minutes so that we can wait for other participants to join. Good morning once again. Thank you very, very much for giving me that time. My name is Tato, and I have my colleague. Her name is Pearl, and she will be assisting us with any questions that you might have. Please direct all your questions via the Q&A function or the chat function, and she will then be able to answer all your questions. And we will also have an opportunity at the end of the session to give you time to ask questions. Okay, so for now, I am going to switch off my video throughout the presentation. And then thereafter, a bit later, once the presentation is done, I will switch my camera back on. Okay. So welcome to LexisNexis Library, everyone. And today's product tour, we are going to focus on LAWSA. So this morning we will focus on our popular major works. As I said, it is the law of South Africa. And this is an encyclopedic work of South African law, commonly known as LAWSA. And it contains over 150 titles in 32 volumes. It is based on the UK publication, and that UK publication is known as Halsbury's Law of England. And the online version of LAWSA is very, very easy to access, which I'm going to demonstrate shortly. It is fully searchable and links to cases and legislation that are referenced in the commentary. LAWSA is considered to be a great starting point for legal research because it will provide you with an overview of the principles of the law, and it will also direct you to the leading cases, key legislation, journal articles, as well as commentary that will provide you with more detailed information, making sure that it also saves you time when you're doing your research. Each topic of LAWSA is written by an expert in that particular field of law, and it is peerly reviewed by our editorial panels, as well as our eminent judges, professors, and professionals as well. So this is how it is maintained its exceptional reputation for so long. Today, we will touch on the following. So we will look at how LAWSA content is structured, how current law is linked to LAWSA, and how to search within LAWSA itself. So ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the session, there will be a short poll for everyone to complete. We really do value your feedback and would greatly appreciate it if you took the time to complete that poll at the end of the session today. So let us start and look at how the content is structured in LAWSA. Stay with me. Okay, so just for housekeeping, may we please make sure that we are all on mute. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so how the content is structured in LAWSA is that it's structured in a way that it is easy to navigate and the content is relevant to the topic that you will be looking at. So I'm just going to click on the Law of South Africa on the table of content so that you can see how it's structured. Okay, so the layout gets you straight to the research topic that you need. And I will scroll down so that you can be able to view all the research topics. And that will save you time and giving you access to content created by our leading experts. So I'm just going to slowly scroll down so you can maybe have a view of what we cover. So we'll cover anything from costs, entertainment. I'm going to try and just scroll down very slowly. Labor law, negotiable instruments, sentencing, trademarks, all the way through to wills and succession. Now let's go back and browse the content under one of these topics, and I'm going to choose access to information as a topic for today. Okay, so you'll see that I'll be navigating on my table of content. And we are going to...
My apologies for interrupting. Some of the panelists, okay, never mind. They've sorted it out. Thank you. You can continue. They couldn't see your screen. It's okay now.
Thank you very much. For that, Pearl, so we are going to use an example, access to information. And then we will then just access it in our table of content. And as soon as you click on access to information, you'll be able to view the promotion of access to information. And for the purpose of the webinar, we are going to use access to records of private bodies as an example. And I'm going to click on paragraph 33. So as soon as I click on paragraph 33, it opens up then on the right-hand side. I'm going to just close my table of content so that we can have a better view. Now, what you are now seeing here on paragraph 33, right of access, you'll notice that you will see general principles of the topic that we've selected. The paragraph in LAWSA explains the legal principles relating to each topic that you would have selected. Right, so as you scroll down all the way through to your footnotes, notice that you will see links to legislation and links to cases. So let us then view the section of legislation. So I'm just going to select section 50 of Promotion of Access to Information Act. So as soon as I click on that section, you are able to read the wording within that section. Notice that the screen has split into two. And then on the right-hand side, we have the legal citator, which will then show you cases that reference section 50 of this particular act. And you see that there is 12 results there. And let us go back again to our topic. And as I stated, it will also link you to cases. So you're able to access those cases by clicking on the citation. So we are going to click on the Klitschko case. You will see now the screen again splits into two, showing the details of the case on the left-hand side. And then on the right-hand side, we've got your legal citator, which again is our time saver, product. This will provide you with the analysis of the case and shows its precedential value. Now, we will cover this in another webinar in the near future. So if you would like to know more about the legal citator, we'll cover that at a later stage. Please have a look out for that webinar as well. I'm going to close these tabs so that we are back to our topic. Right, so within our topic itself, you will notice that here on the top left, paragraph 33, right to access, it is highlighted in red. Now, this indicates that there is additional information on this paragraph, and that has become available subsequent to the volume being published. So this could be in a form of a new case. So I'm just going to click on it. So this could be in a form of a new case, an amendment, or a general or new legislation that has been added onto this paragraph itself. So if you want to view the changes that took place, you click on the red paragraph number, and then you will click on the hyperlinked paragraph number. And by clicking on the paragraph number, it links to the annual cumulative supplement, where we can see that there was an amendment in the 2020 cumulative supplement. So you'll see there's two new cases that have been added in this particular topic. And we can read that there was an update to this paragraph, and some relevant cases are then added on there. So then this makes sure that you are always working with current law. Let us then close and go back to right to access. Please note that not only do you have access to expert LAWSA content, but if you subscribe to our legislation, case law, and other publications that we have, Lexis Library allows you to link directly to them from LAWSA, as I had indicated to you, to ensure that all the information that you need is just a click away. So we will link you to all the information that you need pertaining to that topic, but you need to be subscribed to those particular publications. So all the LAWSA volumes, ladies and gentlemen, they are structured exactly the same way. So you'll be able, just a quick recap, you'll be able to see the general principle of the topic that you would have selected. You will get links to legislation, case law, LexisNexis publications such as journals and commentary that you subscribe to. And also it's easy to access, and you'll also have up-to-date content, as I had showed you, by just directly clicking on the red paragraph number that will then connect you to our cumulative supplement that will give you current law. So again, we give you peace of mind that you will always be working with up-to-date information. I am now going to just close these tabs so that we are back to our landing page, and I'll open the table of content again. Now, the next part that we are going to look at, ladies and gentlemen, is your annual other ways of browsing LAWSA. And you will see that the other ways of browsing LAWSA is through your annual cumulative supplement. Now, just to give you a quick brief of what it is, which I've already showed you, is that this is a consolidation of current law to gain easy access to previous updates, thus keeping you up to date with anything that has changed subsequent to the publishing of the paragraph within the LAWSA volume. The annotations from the cumulative supplement are built into LAWSA for convenience, as I previously demonstrated in the access for information example, where I clicked on the red paragraph number that would directly link you to current law into our annual cumulative supplement. Let me just click that so that you can be able to see it. And then we move on to the second way of browsing through LAWSA, which is your cumulative table of cases. Now, the cumulative table of cases is a listing of all cases referenced within LAWSA. This helps you to find specific cases and access the content that deals with that case. There are links to the actual case and the paragraphs to that case that discuss them. For example, you will see that we have a link over here on the B&H engineering case where you click on the all essay. So as I click on it, it will direct you straight to that particular case. And again, it will then give you the paragraph within the LAWSA volumes where this particular case was discussed. Over there. Okay, and that's how your cumulative of table of cases will then function. So I'm going to just close. And then the next one we will look at is your consolidated index. Now, this is an index to all topics covered in LAWSA should you wish to browse for content rather than search for it. So if I click on any alphabet, then you will see that you will get hyperlinks to those particular topics that you are dealing with. So the hyperlinks that will take you straight into the LAWSA volumes. Okay, and then we move on. Lastly, you can also browse LAWSA by list of titles by volume. And this is useful if you want to know what volume a topic is in so that you can access the content in a printed version of LAWSA or to reference the key in the current law itself. But even though you can browse through LAWSA as you would browse through your hard copy books, the benefit of subscribing to online LAWSA is that you can search within LAWSA using keywords and phrases. Again, that will also save you time because you can just quickly do a search. And I'm going to show you how to do that shortly. Right, so that is how you browse your LAWSA content. We're going to move on to what we call current law. So I'm just going to click on it and open up 2020. So basically, current law updates LAWSA on a monthly basis with respect to new cases and changes to legislation. This ensures that LAWSA remains current as each volume waits its update. Current law is then consolidated every year into the annual cumulative supplement, which I showed you earlier on. And you will then see that you've got, once you click on current law and the year 2020, you've got the contents showing, and we are going to look at current issue of current law so that I can show you how it is updated. Okay, so we are still going to, then once you've clicked on 2020, sorry about that, you'll be able to list all topics that have been updated. You'll be able to see them. So these are all the topics that have been updated within LAWSA. And we've been using an example, access to information. So we are just going to click on it so that I can show you. So it will show you what has been added or what is new within access to information. Okay, and as you can see, there is a new general principle that has been added to access to information. And you will see also here at the bottom, we've got a new 2020 case that has been added to this particular topic. And then you can also be able to then link through to the LAWSA volume that has been updated within the current awareness that we're on right now. So if I were to click on LAWSA volume 1 there, it will take me straight through to where the update happened. So the benefit of using current law is to ensure that you are always working with up-to-date and current law, making your search credible as well as reliable. And note that everything that you open on the side opens up in a form of tabs. So meaning that you don't really have to struggle in terms of having a lot of books on your table to always go through. Everything is in place. And that is the functionality of current law. It ensures that it always keeps the law of South Africa up to date at all times. So current law works in conjunction to your LAWSA. Let us close. Right. And then now we are going to now search within LAWSA. Apologies about that. I got distracted by the poll that came up. Now we are going to do searching within LAWSA. So should you wish, for instance, to search by keywords for content within LAWSA, we do have our Boolean search operator here at the top. And what it also has, it has our pre-filter, so you can be very specific in terms of what you want to search for within LAWSA. Again, it will save you time, especially if you're not sure where the information is within the volumes of LAWSA. You can just quickly just type in your keywords in here. Again, use your pre-filter. And we also have an amazing functionality, which I'm going to just demonstrate to you now. It's called the type ahead feature. So we are still going to then use the same example, right to access. So you'll see that as soon as I type in my first 3 letters, we've got our type ahead feature that will come up. So I will then type in the keyword the phrase right to access. So already I've got my suggested phrases there. If there were any suggested documents, it will show me as well, or suggested reference material, it will then show you there. Now, I will also put my right to access into inverted commas so that it keeps it together as a phrase. Let us do a search within LAWSA using right to access. And you will see we've got about 126 search results for our phrase right to access. And because it's a lot of results, or it has rendered a lot of results, we're able to filter down our results. So we've got a sort by filter, where you can filter by relevance or chronological. So if you want the latest information on right to access, you will click on chronological. And we have a search within results filter. So this allows you to type in further keywords that will allow the system to search for information or for those keywords within your 126 results, narrowing down your search results, giving you the information you exactly need at that point in time. And we also have your research area as a filter. So if you click on more, you are able to then narrow down your search results according to your practice area. So you select and you update. And you can also say from your search results, you can then select which acts were referenced or that you are looking for within your results. And publication title will show LAWSA, country will default to South Africa because it is a South African publication. And all your applied filters will sit here at the bottom where you can clear them all or clear that particular single filter that you applied by clicking on the X. So let's just access one of the results. Once you've accessed the results from LAWSA, please note that any document on LexisNexis is fully downloadable. You are also able to save to a client folder. You're also able to email. So these are some of the nice features that we have. You've got your info button that will then give you the source of the document. For instance, which volume is this information coming from? You've got your author and your last update for reference purposes. Okay, so let us go back to our search results. Right, so the benefit of searching and filtering is that you can quickly and easily drill down and access the exact LAWSA content that you require. Again, it'll also save you a lot of time and also give you credible information as well. Okay, we're going to just close our search results. And that is basically how you will then browse through LAWSA itself. And also how you also are able to see how we've linked current awareness to the law of South Africa, how LAWSA is structured, and how to search within LAWSA. And that basically brings us to the end of our product tour. And I hope you have found it informative and that it has allowed you to see how useful, accessible, and reliable LAWSA is for your legal research. I would also like to remind you of the poll that we have available. So please take some time to give us your feedback. And I'm also available with my co-host to answer any questions that you might have at this point in time. So we've got about 4 minutes left. So you can either put your hand up or you can just type the question on the Q&A or on the chat, and we'll be able to then respond to those questions in this last 4 minutes that is left. Yes, Tabo, I see that you have raised your hand. Tabo, you may ask your question. Daisy, I also see that you have also raised your hand. You may ask your question.
Okay, Tato, we have one for Tibane, from Tibane, asking how much is the package. And the second one from Juan, which says, what is the cost for registration for online?
To answer your questions, we will get in contact with you to give you all the costs that are involved when you want to subscribe to LAWSA. So we will take your details down and we will get in contact with you today to give you all that information. Thank you very, very much for that, Pearl.
Apologies.
Do we have any other questions there, Pearl?
None.
No. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today. We really do appreciate that you have taken the time to do this. And for those that have asked for the costs, we will definitely get in contact with you today. Thank you so much for your time. Please do keep well and keep safe. Enjoy the rest of your day.